Hello investors, welcome to the fourth video in our 4-part tutorial series. You've made it to the last video, and by the end of this video, I'm confident you're going to be buying your first stock. So here's what we'll go over in this video. First, we'll talk about short-term trading, then we'll talk about how to find short-term trades. We'll also discuss our trade recap, and we'll go over risk management. So, what is short-term trading? As you know from our video about long-term investing, there are two ways that you can make money in the stock market. You can buy a stock and sell it for more than you purchased, which is called capital appreciation, or you can buy a stock and earn dividends. Now, short-term traders only focus on capital appreciation. They try to buy stocks for lower and sell them for higher. Traders do trade over the short term, so sometimes a trader will buy and sell a stock within a few hours. Sometimes they'll wait a day, sometimes a week, maybe at the very most a month. Now, in order to find trades, a short-term trader will rely on something called technical analysis, which is the analysis of stock charts. Now, technical analysis can take some time to learn. And if you're new to investing, then it's likely that you don't know technical analysis yet, which is why in this video, we're not talking about technical analysis, we're talking about our commentaries and how to use our commentaries to find short-term trades. That way you don't need to know technical analysis yet to understand how to find stocks to trade. So to find trades, the first place I go to is called the BDO Securities Technically Speaking Commentary. I'm gonna log into my research portal here. In order to find all of the Technically Speaking commentaries recently, I'm gonna go in here and click Advanced Search. On the left side, I'm gonna go down to Headline, and I'm gonna type Technically. I'll go up, I'll click Search. Included here are all of the Technically Speaking commentaries on specific stocks. So now I have the GSMI Technically Speaking commentary open. Very important to first take a look at the date of this Technically Speaking commentary. I can see that this is actually over a week old. So if this was actually published today, I'd be confident with the current prices that are inside this report for me to trade the stock. But because it's a bit old, later we're gonna have to take a look at how much the stock is selling for today. And so let's go through the different sections so you can better understand how to read this commentary. So at the very top, we have the market commentary. This is where we write a short commentary on the Philippine stock market's activity the previous day. So here we have the chart. And in this chart, we'll draw patterns or trends to help you better visualize our trade idea. Next, we have the trade idea commentary. Here we elaborate on the price activity of the featured stock. We discuss the potential direction where the price could go, the criteria you should look at before buying the stock, and how you can approach or execute the trade idea. Next, we have the summary. In this area, we summarize what we've written in the trade idea commentary. So for example, if this said trade idea update, it means that we're writing a follow-up on a previously featured stock. As you can see, it does not say trade idea update, so this is a new trade idea. We know that GSMI is trading at a current price of 105.80 pesos, and we also have buy at current price, which means that BDO Securities believes that at the current price of 105.80 pesos, GSMI is a good buy. Now it's important to remember that this buy price of 105.80 pesos is the level where you should only buy the stock. So if the stock's current price is still below this level, it means that you should wait until the level indicated as the buy is actually hit before you execute a trade. So before I would put a buy order in for GSMI, I would definitely want to check the price of the stock, especially if I'm not looking at this the day that this is published. Next, we have the target price and the upside potential. The target price is the price level where you should consider taking profits. So for GSMI, it's set at 119 pesos. This may be adjusted depending on the stock price's current condition. That's why we always suggest that you stay up to date with our Technically Speaking commentaries in case conditions change. You can also see next to the target price is the potential upside. So if you purchase GSMI at the current price and it hits your target price of 119 pesos, that's a potential upside of 12%, which is very good. Next, we have the stop loss level. Now, because GSMI is a new trade idea, we have a stop loss level indicated here, If the stock declines to this price or below the level, it would invalidate our featured trade idea. So if GSMI's price drops below its stop loss level of 99 pesos, you'll have to sell your position for a 6% potential downside. And remember that the goal of the stop loss is to lessen the impact of the loss to your overall portfolio. Now, if this wasn't a new trade idea, and let's say it was an update to a current trade idea, you'll likely see it say trailing stop here instead of stop loss level. So now we have almost everything we need to figure out if GSMI is going to be a trade. The only thing we're missing is the current price of the stock, because remember, GSMI was featured in our Technically Speaking commentary here over a week ago. So we want to make sure that the price is close to our buy price of 105.80 pesos. So now let's go look at the price of GSMI. I'm logged into my BDO Securities portal now. I'll click trade. I'm going to enter GSMI here. And now I can see that GSMI is trading at a ask price of 110 pesos. So going back to the Technically Speaking commentary, as we know, the current price of GSMI that we want to buy this at was 105.80 pesos. So GSMI is actually outside of the range that we would be comfortable with making this trade. So what I would do now is I would continue going through the Technically Speaking commentaries inside the research portal. So I'd look through all of the Technically Speaking commentaries in chronological order in this page. Once I get to the Technically Speaking Trade Recap, then I'll look at that to see the updates of all of the trades before this time period. Now don't forget that we send this Trade Recap to your email the first week of every month. So now we have our Trade Recap open, and this is a summary of all of our different trade ideas for the month. So for example, the GSMI trade idea we just went over will be in next month's Trade Recap. So right now we're looking at the November of 2021 Trade Recap. So the first thing you can see is a recap of our trades in November, and also you can see our win rate for the month. Next, we have a section that actually shows you how much you would have earned if you had invested in our trade ideas. Now it's based on having an equally weighted portfolio of our ideas. So for example, because there were 5 trade ideas last month, what you would have done is equally weighted a portfolio of those 5 ideas. So for example, if you had 50,000 pesos that you were investing and you wanted to equally allocate that 50,000 pesos into 5 different stocks, you would end up purchasing 10,000 pesos worth of each of those stocks. Under the potential you could have earned investing in our ideas, we have a chart with our different ideas. As you can see, we have the stock ticker symbol, we have the buy price that we set in the month of November, the target price that we set, the stop level that we set, the percent gain or loss of our idea, and then we have the trade idea update. We also have the date that we featured this, and if we hit or missed our target. At the bottom of this table, we also feature the win rate. So in November, we had 4 correct calls out of 5 total trade ideas. And at the very end of the report, we have an appendix to help you better understand the trade idea updates. So we hope you find a lot of value in this trade recap. It allows us to track our performance. That way you don't have to monitor our ideas to see how we've performed in the past. We're already doing it for you. Now we're very happy with our performance recently, so let's take a look at our win rate over the past few months. In October, we had a win rate of 71% with 5 correct calls out of 7. In September, we had an 82% win rate with 9 correct calls out of 11 trade ideas. And back in August, when we launched trade ideas, we had a 60% win rate with 6 correct calls out of 10. Like I said, we're very happy with the performance of our trade ideas, and we hope that you use these to your benefit. So the next thing I want to do is go back to the trade recap and show you the process I might go through to find trades that are still valid. The first thing I'll do is look at the trade idea updates. We have ASEX and AP. Now I see that the buy price for ASEX is 21 pesos, the target price is 26.90 pesos, and the stop level is 19.90 pesos. So I'll move on to AP. I'm in the trading portal, I'm going to enter AP, and now I can see that AP is trading at 31.6500 pesos. Again, I'll go back to the trade recap. Here I can see that AP is actually trading closer to the buy price, so 30.10 pesos. So the stocks we've looked at today are all a little bit higher than the buy price that we published. So usually I wouldn't use these as trades. I would have hopefully seen these when they were published. But because we're doing a tutorial today, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to actually pick AP as the stock to trade today. So remember, AP is higher than our trade idea buy price. I would like it to be closer to this price, but because this is a tutorial, we're gonna go ahead and use that as our example. But before we do that, we do want to quickly talk about risk management for short-term trading. When it comes to trading, risk management is different than long-term investing. Long-term investing, risk management is highly dependent on diversification. But in trading, it's actually dependent on a few other factors. The first thing is called the stop loss. The stop loss is the price that you're going to sell the stock at and take a loss if it hits that price. As we can see, AP has a stop loss of 28.50. So this is the loss you're willing to risk in order to risk this amount of gain. The next important concept is called portfolio allocation maximum, and that's how much of your total portfolio you're willing to invest in one single trade. Next, we have something called position sizing. So this is the amount you're willing to lose based on the stop loss as a portion of your entire portfolio. Then we have the risk reward ratio, which is the ratio of how much your potential loss is to your potential gain. And finally, we have the win-loss ratio, which is how many wins you have versus how many losses. As you remember, we had an 80% win-loss ratio last month for BDO Securities. Now, I'm not going in depth into these ideas, but we do have a few videos that we're gonna link in the YouTube description below. So please watch those if you want to learn more about risk management in terms of trading. So now I'm gonna go log into my BDO Securities portal so I can buy AP. So I'm inside my BDO Securities portal. I want to purchase AP today, so I'm going to go to buy. I'll type in the ticker AP. It's a buy order that I want to place. It's a limit order, of course. I want to use the normal board lot table, and the fill type I'll use is a day order. I'm buying a stock, so I'll look here at the ask price. It's 31.8000. I'll give a little bit of a buffer. I'll put 31.9000 as my price. The total order value will be $9,570. I'll double check how much the commissions and fees will be. The total will be 27.76 pesos. Now remember, I'm gonna have a stop loss on this trade. So if it goes down to 28.50, I'm gonna be selling this stock for a loss. And I'm gonna make sure I monitor my position to see if it does hit that price. And of course, I have my price target from BDO Securities of between 34 pesos and 35.1 pesos. So if it does hit that price target area, then I'll sell this for a profit. So I'll go ahead and I'll click buy. So that's all we have for this video. You've made it to the last video of our 4-part tutorial series. Thanks so much for watching this series. We really hope it helps you buy your first stock with BDO Securities. We're rooting for you, and we really hope that this investment journey benefits you. So I think there's only one thing left for you to do, and that's go log into your BDO Securities portal and try to find your first stock to buy. So on behalf of everyone at BDO Securities, we wish you the best on this investment journey. And as usual, good luck trading this week.